Residents in one of the few remaining affordable neighborhoods in the Bay Area now finding out their rent is about to more than double.
Everyone is terrified.
This is just overwhelming.
Well, residents in the Petaluma mobile home park say their landlord is retaliating against them for helping get new rent control ordinances passed in the city.
The tenants are all senior citizens, and the residents tell our John Ramos they're worried they could soon end up on the streets.
Last week, we told you a story about a couple of mobile home parks in Petaluma that threatened closure, leaving the residents confused and scared about what was going to happen to them. But that's not the end of the story. A few days later, they got something in the mail that was even more traumatizing. The story begins in 2020 when the Youngstown Mobile Home Park was sold to new owners. Despite being rent controlled, residents soon got a notice of rent increases of 40%. They fought the rent hike in arbitration and won. And then Jody Johnson began lobbying for new city ordinances that would strengthen the rules around rent control. To her amazement, they won again.
We were just simply elated that they understood the complexity of it, because it is complex. We own the properties, but we have to pay the ground.
But shortly thereafter, the notices began coming. First, there was an advisory that the park might change its seniors-only status. Then residents got a letter saying the park could close altogether, with a consultant going door to door to inquire about the real estate value of each home. Finally, the real bombshell hit.
On Wednesday morning, in the mail, came a 200-page notice of rent increase. Anywhere, depending upon where your ground rent was, anywhere from 109% to 159%.
Petaluma's current rent control policy caps increases at about 2% for this year. For the residents, most on fixed incomes and many in their 80s and 90s, the prospect of having to pay an additional $923.41 is out of the question.
Everyone is terrified. They're like, this is my life savings. I don't have anything after this. I don't know where I would go. We can't move these units.
It puts them in a downspell. I mean, it's depressing a lot of people, and they're going into a shell, they're into a shock, and a lot of these people are not mobile. I mean, they're old.
Rudy McGlenty got his packet saying his rent would be raised from $1,300 to nearly $2,300 per month. The 81-year-old just moved in 2 years ago and says it's been a constant series of threatening letters.
But this is just overwhelming. I have a next-door neighbor. She's panicking. She's worried about the fact that she's going to be thrown out on the streets.
We contacted the property owner's lawyer this afternoon, and they maintain that rent control ordinances, like Petaluma's, are an unconstitutional taking of private property. In a statement, attorney Larissa Brains says Petaluma's mobile home rent control ordinance cannot act as an unconstitutional taking of private property, because all property owners in the U.S. are constitutionally entitled to earn a fair and reasonable return on the capital they invested to buy their property. So this may be shaping up as a legal challenge to the concept of rent control in general. But instead of suing the city over it, they're forcing a group of senior citizens to defend it.
Well, even though the proposed rent hikes are clearly above the cap, the issue still must go to arbitration, which should happen within the next 60 days. The attorney and expert witnesses who helped the homeowners in the previous arbitration case have offered to help them again, this time free of charge.